of the day, I believe, and we have LucineSR against Ocarinist Drew. And I'm Monica, joined here by Snitch today.
Hello. Yeah, I believe whoever loses here gets eliminated, right?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
The person losing this match will, of course, not be moving on to the um, semifinals, but it should nonetheless be. And, well, actually, because of that, it will be a very exciting race, I believe.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm pretty excited for this one. Pretty close PBs.
Yeah, the PBs of the two are very close. We are seeing a 32-second difference between the two. Both are running on Switch 1, so um, no shenanigans about, you know,
Yeah.
time adjustments. So this should be interesting. Let me pull up the head-to-head so I have an overview, and
I should do that too.
let's see this race unfold.
Yep.
Also, oh, do we already have a gamba? Wonderful.
Yeah. I bet 5K
Hell
on
yeah.
Drew.
I would bet, but I'm gonna. Actually, no, I can put some money in. Alrighty. Runners seem to be getting ready, and we are off very, very soon. Oh yeah, we got two multi-Mario runners, don't we? That's
Oh, true. Yeah.
interesting. I always like to see that. Yeah, so this is really interesting. Lucine's and Drew's journey through this tournament have been quite the opposite. Lucine went
Yeah.
3-0 in the Swiss bracket, and Ocarina's Drew had to hold on to the very last to the very
I went
last
2-2. Yeah.
yeah to the very last run. And also it seems that we are looking at seed 1 against seed 16.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, with Lucine being the seed 16 and Drew being seed 1. um Interestingly enough, though, in brackets, the seeds are reversed, with Lucine having the highest seed and Drew having the lowest
Yeah.
seed, I believe.
Oh, is this a rematch?
Let me check. I was gonna look at that, but I forgot. And yeah, this is indeed a
Oh
rematch
wow.
between the two from round one. So,
Okay.
yeah, and and so this is a incredibly exciting race. I'm so glad I signed up for this, and we are also
Yeah.
off.
Do we
So
know
much at
what
stake
the
here.
time difference was that first race?
We probably do. I would have to check it though. They were looking at a 28-second difference in their first race.
Oh, okay.
So
Pretty close.
they had a close race before, and I don't believe we will see another see them being far apart now.
Yeah.
Very, very, very equal start here in cap.
Yeah. It looks like the same screen right now.
I think Lucine just had one less roll boost, and that's the difference right now.
Yeah.
Like, they are a roll boost apart.
Ooh, missed a triple there.
Oh, but and yeah, Drew
Oh,
missing
and
up the
not getting the first
movement a bit.
person because he's next to the pole.
Yeah, this interesting. But I did not know that that first person does this much. That's crazy.
Yeah, it takes quite a bit.
Um,
It's probably like a second or something.
no hydrophobia from both runners,
Yeah, but those
which
water
is
rolls will take it,
understandable.
I think.
Yeah. Good factors from Lucine here. Drew matching. Yeah, no issues with the frog factors. Let's
Yep.
see. Are they gonna go for the left side?
Being old frog
Lucine
a bit, so
doesn't opt
we've
for
seen it.
left side here.
Well, Drew,
And
he
Drew
does.
does! Wow. Vault left side. This
He
looks a
gets
bit
it.
low
Yep.
though. No, that
Should
works
be
out.
saving some
Perfect.
time there. Oh, Lucine taking damage.
Oh, Lucine taking damage, not getting the fast
I
cycle
can't
here.
find the hat either. So Drew does end up taking the lead, but not by that much.
Yeah, Drew takes the lead out of cap here, but only by a few seconds. I
Yeah.
suppose we will see how long exactly in the head-to-head in just a little bit. Hopefully the head-to-head cheat works today. I know
Yep.
we've had some issues in the past, but let's hope. Does not look like live data is working out. That's a bit unfortunate. But that is absolutely fine. I can also wait. I can also look at the race room.
Oh, true. Maybe I should
Even
have.
better. Yeah, we're looking at 8 seconds of difference between the two runners right here. So everything can still happen.
Yep. And we're just still keeping that small little lead, guys. At the start of Cascade.
Alrighty. I'm heading for the dino skip here. Um,
Lucine
let's hope
catches
for the
a little
best.
bit there. Small little time loss. But hopefully Dino Skip goes well for both. You never want to see that.
Yeah, shoutouts to BFG. Um, yeah, and dino skip
They'll be
working well
fine.
for both runners. And off into the Madame Brutal fight with almost no different, with like a very minimal difference between the two. Look at that.
Both doing well. Drew is missing some coins, so I think he's trying to get the rock. Oh yeah, should not have tried to get that rock because that did mess up a lot there. Oh, what is happening to
Ooh,
Drew right now?
Drew having a bit of a
Oh
rough time with
no!
getting Madame Brute and gets
No!
uncaptured.
Oh
Ooh,
no!
having some
That is a
struggles.
tough day.
Yeah, that allows Lucine to catch up a bit and take the lead out of the Madame Brutal fight here. Um,
Yeah.
I am actually not quite sure what happened there for on Drew's side. It looked like
So
he was
he was
going.
trying to get the rock because of his coin count. But then he threw Cappy the wrong direction because of it. And then
Oh,
he
and it
like
kind
took
of
damage on the chain jump afterwards, and then he got hit. So it was a downpour there of just mistakes.
just kind of fell apart. That's a bit unfortunate, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, that does mean Lucine takes the lead out of Cascade here, if nothing goes horribly wrong for them. Um,
Yeah, I imagine not losing like 10 seconds to this part. Closing out Cascade there. And Drew should be doing the same.
oh, what? Why is it doing that? Oh, did I say 8 seconds of difference out of Cap? I meant 2. Sorry, my bad. I
Was it two?
cannot read
Okay.
apparently. Um, anyhow, out of Cascade, looking at 546. So we're going to be
Okay.
looking at um yeah, that's a 601, I think, from Drew here. So we are going to be looking at a quite big of a lead here.
6-1.
A, yeah, 601. That's 15 seconds of difference right now. Hopefully Drew makes the STA here because he is quite.
Yeah. Oh,
I
that's
I'm not
true.
I'm not sure what offset he uses, but if he uses like a 5 seconds offset, that could very well be very tight for DSTA.
Yeah, like it might still be possible. I don't know. Might have to do manual.
Yeah, right, but
Because
he
he also
does
missed
enter.
like some stuff at the start of Cap, so we'll be quite a bit behind the schedule there.
Yes, indeed. Both runners in sand now, and as we always say, sand is kind of like the first kingdom where things can go horribly wrong. It's just so many variables at play depending on what route you do. And I cannot see the seed right here. So I'm not sure if it's growing or
Was it
not.
growing? It might have
I
been
don't think we
growing.
saw it. That
Oh, it is.
okay?
It
No,
is
that
growing.
growth
Yeah,
that's growing. So he did make the STA. Um,
but it was definitely closer than you'd want.
Yeah, for sure. It was like growing the instant he planted it, so um,
Yeah.
he pretty much hit the window very tightly. And Lucine is heading out of town now.
Yeah, the difference isn't massive. Definitely can come back from that.
For sure. But it is still a very notable difference between the two.
Yeah. Like we're not in wood yet and stuff, and that's when things can go
Oof.
really different.
Lucine not being able to find the Dune Moon.
Yeah.
Um,
I was gonna hit
so
that
now,
cactus for a second.
yeah, that looked very, very close to the cactus. Too close for comfort for me, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Gaining some there.
Now let's see. Lucine opts for Dram here, and they do indeed um, set up for Dram. That looks fine, I think. That might
That
be a
should be
bit
fine. Yeah.
too
I thought they were gonna
far,
miss the
but
moon.
alright, that worked
Right, yeah.
perfectly fine.
Oh,
Killing
killed
the bullet
Bill. That
bill.
was a candy
I
single Bill.
I think that was an accident. Oh,
Oh
and
god. So
Drew
Drew
having
was
some
bonked and then
trouble.
took damage.
Yeah,
Not
not
going for
opting for
Dram
Dram
because of it.
here. And Lucine opts to go for the Great Moon, so we are not seeing any platform clips, which is absolutely understandable and not surprising at all.
Yeah.
But going for
Reverse
reverse
back
Rexy
though.
here.
Getting up there nice. Drew getting his little Bill now.
Oh, missing the spin
Oh,
pound.
scary. That is fine.
Oh, almost taking a dip into the poison, but works it out perfectly fine. Getting an up
Cappy
warp
just
there on the
going
pillar.
straight down.
Yeah, I don't think that was like quite intentional from the game, but Lucine got an up warp there. And nice reverse Jaxi hit.
Yeah.
No reverse Jaxi from Drew. Drew's just heading for the very, very standard Jaxi skip, which is also very fine and understandable.
Yep. See if he gets it.
And that
Yep,
is
it's
perfectly
just
fine.
fine.
Wonderful. Doesn't hit the chest with his
Yeah,
spin
definitely
throw,
gonna need
so
that
it's gonna
spin.
have to, yeah, it's gonna have to readjust for it, but works it out and heads to the Oasis where Lucina is already catching their final few moons, only having to do moons now, notes now, and leaving Sand with a quite a big of a lead.
Yeah. But as we like go into wood and stuff, this could definitely change up.
Oh yeah, for sure. This is there's definitely a lot more Mario Odyssey to play. Um,
Yeah.
we've seen things happen even in the last kingdoms of the game, so
Yeah.
I
We did
I am
accident
not
it up
calling
and
anything
then
yet.
it goes bad.
I had very nice notes there from Drew.
No?
I think that was not one throw, but or one
Yeah, it
spin
wasn't
throw,
one spin throw, but it was
but it
fast
was
still.
still pretty good. Lucine is actually tied with PB right now, which is very interesting,
Ooh.
and if you ask me.
Yeah.
And Drew is leaving Sand with a, I think that's a 111, yeah, 111.14. That doesn't seem right. Oh no, 111.14. So we are looking at, well, a 28-second difference in favor of Lucine right now. Um, so
Yeah, it could be worse,
the yeah, it
I
could be
guess.
worse, but the lead did definitely increase between Sand and Cascade. Um,
I'm curious to see if
ooh,
this one
and
goes clip, perhaps.
I don't think they do
I don't know
because
about at this level, but
I don't think they do because they did the camera manip that you do for this for the what's it called, for the, what are they called?
the
Am I
cheap
being
sheets.
stupid? Cheap Cheeps, thank you.
Yeah, I didn't even know there was
So
camera there.
yeah, you can manip the camera and pull it up, so the Cheap Cheeps on a more favorable cycle for you, um,
Yeah.
which Drew also does, which is very fun. I rarely see people
Then you're
do
at the
that.
comps.
Sorry.
What if you had the comms and then did it because of that?
I mean, yeah,
Seen.
actually, he could have. That would be funny. I don't think it makes it with the delays, but that would be funny. But you rarely see this pulling up your camera anymore.
Oh,
Oh,
Lucine bonks
sorry,
on
did you
the
see
triangle platform
honking
edge.
on the ledge there, having to rebound, um, backing it up with the cheap cheap. Not really necessary to back it up with the cheap cheap. You can just do a capital return jump out of the water,
Yeah.
but I guess if you really want to go for the safety there, you can also do it with the cheap cheap.
Yep, Drew gonna gain some
But
time off that.
yeah, but very clean Rango fight. Oh, and
Oh no,
Drew
he does
doing
it
the
too.
same thing.
Same
But Drew
mistake,
opts for
but
this for the
doing a
capital
better
return jump.
backup, so should still gain time.
But
Oh no!
gets a chaos dive, and it happens again. Oh my
Yeah, like
gosh.
Cappy hit the
This,
flower and it like ate his input.
yeah, not the best end there for the leg of the both runners. Very unfortunate. That's unfortunately gonna not save any time for Drew. Um, but clean Rango fight by both runners. Even with the fancy spin throw to collect all the coins, I really like seeing that strat. Although it's not really necessary, but it's really cool.
Yeah, I like it.
And Lucine is
We're heading to
leaving the
Wooded
kingdom.
now, which will be interesting.
Yeah, Wooded is
That,
definitely the kingdom that, as I always say, the kingdom that kind of opens the gate for a lot of mistakes and a lot of time loss. There's just so many things at play in this kingdom, so it stays interesting, I would say. Right, and
yeah.
Drew is leaving Lake with quite a bit big of a difference right now. Um,
Given Lucine also messed up, I don't know like if it's a super like major time loss.
well, the difference
There
between the
was an
two
extra bonk,
is
but
now looking at 9:25 at 34 seconds, so it definitely did increase from
yeah.
stand onward. Um, so the bonks definitely did make some effect on Drew. Probably just a few more movement things that happened for the two that just put the disparity even bigger. But yeah. And right now in Wooded, the runners are both in Wooded, and of course the first hurdle for both runners will be to get Nut Clip. If they go for it, but I'm assuming that both runners are attempting to go for Nut Clip. And Lucine is apparently heading for the tree route here.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, both runners are of course looking to hit Nut Clip, and if one of them succeeds and the other one doesn't, that's of course gonna change the pace a little bit. Little
Yeah, that that
difference,
might
yeah.
even make up the whole difference if Drew doesn't, Lucine doesn't.
It kicked very well. Well, now let's see Lucine's attempt at nut clip. That doesn't
That
work at
did
all.
not work.
They did not.
Yeah.
They did not cap throw in time, so
Yeah, kept
they
it
do not get
very
the nut
late.
clip here.
Didn't even work.
So we are looking at an intermediate route now.
And Drew's not
Drew
in tree
not
route. That's another
heading for
choke
the
point
tree.
Lucine could have.
Yeah, but if he gets nut clip, that still makes up for a lot of time. But he doesn't even set up for
Go
nut clip,
for
and
it.
he doesn't
Okay.
attempt it, meaning that we'll be probably seeing an intermediate route from Drew here. So not a big difference in routes here. Lucine having
What's
some
happening to
issues
Lucine here?
getting up that wall though. Not quite sure why, but they can't seem to get the angle right. But they make it
Making
in
the bonk
the
at the
end.
top.
And let's see that side flip ramp. Yeah, there we go. Side flip
Nice.
ramp. The signature LucineSR move. Um,
Drew's definitely caught up a bit here. I guess Lucine has an extra moon on him. Or no. Drew also
no,
got
he
that
does
moon.
not. No, they do not. They
Yeah.
have the same amount of moons.
Forgot he went back for the
Um,
tree.
yes, indeed. Oh, Drew
Oh,
having some
that's
issues with the
ramp.
ramp here. Of course, ramp, the favorite spot of Div E runner. No, sorry, Div D runner. It is not Rob. Shout out to Rob here.
Yeah.
And yeah, both runners are looking for a potential speward here, but Lucy might still
Yeah.
opt for flooded pipes
Scary.
depending on what they want to do.
Oh, interesting bonk there from
Ooh.
Lucine.
Unfortunately, falling down there on the ledge, having to capture the uproot. Bit of an annoying spot to fall down. I've indulged in falling down myself quite a few times there. Not
Yeah,
the best spot. It's quite
happens to
frustrating.
everyone sometimes.
Yeah, it's like one of the many Mario Odyssey canon events.
Yeah,
Roll cancel FRS from Lucine, unfortunately not working out for them. So they're gonna have to back it up, and they miss the vault,
Lucine
and
is
they take a
doing
death here.
another canon event in Wooded Kingdom. That
Taking a
one
death
happens all the
here,
time too.
and this might just completely even it out for the both runners, only giving Lucine a very slight lead over Drew, who's also going for the roll cancel FRS, but
Seems to get
makes
it
it on the
here.
first attempt. The two runners are at a very small difference now.
Drew
Only a
is like
few
completely
seconds.
caught up here.
Yeah, Drew has completely been able to bank on Lucine's mishaps, and it is very close between the two right now, with Drew only having a few seconds behind Lucine. So this is gonna stay interesting.
Ooh, missed out the upper movement, so now they're like nearly tied.
Yeah, they are very much. They're almost tied. Look at that. The
You
difference is
got a
so
second on
close.
Drew.
Yeah, but if they go for pipes, this could change so easily, because
I
pipes is
think
a
he
very
was
inconsistent sub
pixels
area.
away from missing that moon at the top
Yeah,
and dying.
that looked a little bit scuffed.
That
Yeah,
was
Lucine heading
very
for
close.
Spiritless here, and Drew
And
does
Drew is
not do the
not.
same thing, going for the Spirit, and Lucine does the robot abuse. No
Lucine messes
buffered.
this up. This could be even more times A for Drew.
Yeah, depending on how pipes goes, this could be a switch in the leads.
Let's see how pipes will go.
Pipes is, I think, one of the more difficult sub areas to get completely right. You know, on account of it being very cycle based, and you need to be fast but not too fast, and not too slow as well. So
Starts
let's hope for the
fine,
best
but we
here.
have to hit the cycle. So let's see.
Yes, the cycle is the most important part, and that looks like it's going to make it. Ooh,
Okay, we got a good
little bit tight.
demonstration of the time saved from this. I need this.
Yeah, a little bit tight, but Lucine does save time with the pipes here, and it gets a little bit on Drew now, who is now out of not quite out of cutscenes, so is not able to globe as soon as Lucine is. Wow, okay, yeah, we got a very
Definitely
interesting
made
race
up a
already.
lot of that time now. So Drew's pretty close.
Yeah, the difference between the two is, if I had to guess, it's about 5 seconds. We will see in just a second. Yeah, it is 8 seconds right now between the two. So this is gonna stay interesting.
Yep.
And now onto Cloud. There's not much that can happen in Cloud, of course. The runners could miss the fast
Yeah,
hats
safe
and
choice.
have to opt
If you
for
die at the
mid
start,
hat.
that's something else that could happen. But if you're playing it safe, that
That
shouldn't really
that
happen. I probably shouldn't have said that. It might be a little late now.
well, let's hope we don't get a comms curse on our
Yeah.
hands, and let's see the clouds from both runners.
Okay. Time for the scene.
And Drew following quite quickly behind.
Yep. Time for both of them. Okay.
Nice first set here.
I'm not gonna get the manip there, I don't think.
And Drew also hitting his first fast hat, perfectly well.
Scene hitting the second one just fine. I believe Drew did get the manip, and Lucine didn't.
I think Lucine did get it. Going into the third phase here, both runners hitting the fast head on Lucine's end, and I think exiting the kingdom. Drew also hitting the third fast head, so both runners having a good cloud here.
Yep, nice and clean. Heading into Lost.
Yeah, the difference barely changed out of cloud. It actually just did not change at all. It's still 6 seconds,
Yeah.
8 seconds. Awesome.
I think
Yeah,
they had pretty identical clouds, just they missed manips on different phases.
Yes, that's probably gonna be it, yeah. Alright, and Lost Kingdom now, a kingdom where a lot of things can go wrong very, very quickly. Just one misstep and you're in the poison or Kleptoad or
Yep.
both. And you want neither. So, yeah, let's see. Drew
Drive
already
in a
having to
lower
back up.
platform.
Yeah, already having to back up a meme tree a little bit, but
Ooh,
Lucine
the butterfly goes away from
missing the
Lucine.
Bloodify, having to back up um the collection,
Drew
and
does
Drew
not
not
miss the
having to do
butterfly.
that.
Catching back up here.
Right. Very nice CRJ there from Lucine, collecting the moon
Yeah,
on the tree. Drew opting for a double jump here. I'm pretty sure you can get that with a single jump, by the way. Don't quote me on
I
that,
believe
but
you can.
I'm pretty sure I got that. Lucine roll canceling in the wrong direction. And
Ooh, and
Drew
Drew bonks the
bonking
stairs there.
on the stairs.
Clip the very edge of it.
Drew not opting for any
And
manips and positioning strats here.
Drew
Um,
hit the block there, so he's gonna have to do it again.
yeah, Lucine having gone for camera manip to despawn the block next to the block with the moon in, so they will have a little bit of a lead into the bridge moon, final moon of the game and
And he
of the
bonks on the
kingdom.
stone cage area as well.
Ooh, a nice return from Lucine here, and yeah, both runners also opting for stone cage here, which is very reasonable, and both having a pretty good overall
Ooh.
loss. Um,
Having to go to the tree to not die.
I think he does that intentionally because
Does he?
I've seen it because I've seen him do that in other races that he's done. Not really that fast, but you know, if you want to just like be secure, not confident, and not like fast, and just want to get the rebound, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
don't know
the
if it
runs
even.
are
It probably saves a little bit, but probably not that much over just dying. I don't know.
yeah, it still saves over dying, I think. And yeah, both runners now out of Lost with the difference has changed quite a bit, actually. We are now
Yeah.
looking at what, so 14 seconds of difference between the two in favor of Lucine. So Lucine was able to make up for some, uh, was able to utilize some of Drew's movement opportunities or movement mistakes that he unfortunately had and lost. But now we're into
Yeah.
Night Metro, and you can also lose a bunch of time in Night Metro, you know. Fall down anywhere,
Definitely can.
miss Wiggler, miss recycle. Lots of opportunities, and both runners are here to hopefully not have anything brutal happening to them. And that looked
Yeah.
like Lucine was gonna hit that Goomba.
Entering the tower. My metro's going fine so far.
And both Lucine having good cycles here in the Metro Tower.
Drew's
And
roller scared me a
solid
little bit.
movement.
I thought that was gonna bonk and fall.
Yeah, that looked a little bit scary, but Drew also now in the tower and having good cycles.
Big blind jump
And
for Lucine.
for all of the fans of my commentary, you know what is coming now. It is time to analyze the Wiggler pattern.
Alright.
Let's see what Lucine
I don't
gets.
know how to do this, so we gotta see.
Uh, Basically, you look at the firing spot, and then you look at the direction which the Wiggler goes, and then you can identify the pattern that way.
I think I
Just
just know the one that's on the left side that moves slowly is a good one. I think that's all I know.
if you mean from the bottom left, that might be the BTT pattern, which is J, which is the one of the
Yeah,
best. Which is
I
the
know the J pattern. Yeah, actually, I do know.
Yeah, that's the best pattern to get. Hence the BTT pattern because it is used in the BTT, because it's the easiest and the fastest to do. And Lucine giving us a lot of nods. I think they really agree with us.
Yeah.
And let's see what pattern they get. Also, oh, that is a top right pattern, I believe. And I did not quite see the direction of travel, but that might be.
What is that?
I think they destroyed the bubbles before I could see what it was,
Okay.
and I unfortunately did not see Drew's shooting spots.
It
But
stopped
I
there.
think that
Is that
is
O
gold.
somewhere?
No, oh, it looks a little bit different. That is. Oh my god, what is that? That is. I think that was Tetris.
Tetris. Okay.
Yes, Tetris. If I remember correctly. Um, Not a bad pattern to get. So both runners having gotten some really good patterns here. Um,
Yep.
and they're moving on to Day Metro. I think out of night we don't have much disparity. I believe Drew doesn't really use. No, Drew doesn't have a night metro split, so we actually don't know the difference between the two. Um,
Okay.
but we
Is that
will.
Dram gonna work? That looks very
I
awkward.
am not sure. That looked a bit scuffed. No, no,
It
that
did.
works out for Lucine. And they're heading into the metro area
Use the
for
clip.
Scoot Clip. No drive by, just setting up like a normal person, and gets it first
Yep.
try.
Got it.
Very nice. And Drew also
Oh,
setting up for
spinning
Dram. That
Dram
looked
is
also
fine.
that looked a little bit
I
far,
think
but
it looks textbook.
that works wonderfully. And not Dram Dram, sorry, that's a different strat.
Dram
Pole
Dram.
Dram here. No, Dram Dram is in sand, I believe. Also
Oh,
nice
it's like
drive by Bridal.
double Dram.
Yes, that's like when you,
Okay.
after the Great Moon. And nice drive by, not drive by, sorry. A scoot clip here by Drew as well, both runners having good scoot
Yep.
clips.
I think I'm having a slightly faster one.
And good pole Dram as well. Now, I'm not expecting any bullet buildings here, but,
Yeah, I don't
I'm
know if
just
you do it at this level. That'd be a little crazy, I think.
I don't think you do it, but I learned through this tournament just to suspend my disbelief and accept what's ever coming.
Yeah.
So,
You never
you
know,
know,
really. You could
I
think
don't rule
fearless
things
at like
out.
109 here. Like it's silly.
Exactly. But Lucine does not opt for it and goes for the very, very normal and known musicians route, asking people to join their band so they can go on tour instead of being a Super Mario Odyssey runner. And Drew will do the same. So we will have two
Only
competing
assembling half
bands.
the band, so it's a little rude, honestly.
Ah, you.
Like if you're
Okay,
gonna keep if you're gonna do it to begin with, you may as well do them all. I don't know.
let me tell you this as a guitarist who's playing in a band. You really only need the bass and the drummer.
Okay. No, yeah, that's good. That's fine then. I'll trust your judgment.
Yep. Anyhow, Lucine already done with their band collecting. They don't really care about having someone who plays the trumpets or the guitar in their band. So they're gonna head up the Metro building and get some trash because that's what you do if you're part of a
Yep.
band. Um,
Who
and
needs a
Luc- and
trumpet? Trash is better.
Yeah, exactly. And Drew
Maybe you'll
is
find a
following
trumpet
some.
in the trash.
Oh, that you might be right. You might be onto something. And Drew is going to do the same here. Um, Nice blind dive here from Lucine, I believe. I think that was a blind dive.
See
And
his
heading up
climb
the
now.
Metro Tower. Beautiful climb up here.
Nice.
Solid
Yep.
movement.
And should get the
And then
spin pound there
left.
too if they go for it.
No,
Went for it.
they just decided to dive off, which is absolutely also fine.
Alignment looked like perfect though.
It did look pretty
It's
perfect, yeah. And Drew following closely behind, being pretty much on Lucine's tail here. Um, only a few, only, only a little bit behind.
climb looked great as well. Is
And
going
Drew
for the
does
spin pound.
head for the
Misses it.
spin pound. Very nice.
Ooh, missed a lever from the scene.
Yeah, Lucy in the people room, looking forward to finishing off the Day Metro Kingdom, or the Day Metro split very soon. Out of what? Sorry. Oh, bonking on the awning though.
Oh.
And yeah, the two runners are pretty close right now. Drew is of course the entire people room sub area behind, but it is a fast sub area, so
Not that
he's
far
gonna be
back.
able to, yeah, he's gonna be able to make that up. And Lucine looking forward to leaving New Donk City.
Also, if that didn't happen, that would have golded.
That is unfortunate, but that does still mean it was a really good matchup for Lucine. So it is commendable nonetheless. And we are looking at what difference? Please tell me the run. And we are looking at 18, is that right? Yeah, 18 seconds of difference between the two runners. So definitely the lead has widened, the gap has widened quite a bit. But that doesn't really mean that the race is over or decided just yet. We still have a lot of
Plenty more
Mario
game
Odyssey
to
to
play.
play.
Only about like halfway done.
Exactly. And we are going into snow. And did Drew go for Seaside
Did we
first?
go seaside first?
Oh,
What
Drew
the
going
hell are
for
we
Seaside
doing?
first. I believe it
Okay.
might be because he just didn't have enough coins and because he forgot a hint
Is
art.
that? No, he got the
No,
hint I saw
he
him get
just
it. I
didn't.
made note of that.
What?
So I think he's just doing this to just have a reaction out of us. I think that's what he wanted. Lose a frame. It's okay.
That's not accounting for any Seaside
So he
first
will
goal.
actually end up leaving seaside first. Maybe that's good for the mental. Maybe that's the
That's
play.
incredibly funny. I like to believe that he just did that to be funny. But Lucine is gonna
Oh,
be
and
heading.
Lucine messing up in snow.
Lucine is gonna be heading for. Oh my gosh,
Oh,
they're not just
oh
not getting the
no.
wall jump there, but they are gonna be heading for the Snowdram route. So, it's gonna be very interesting. Hopefully, of course, getting it very soon. Snowdram is kind of always a trick that I see people struggling at sometimes, but at that level, I think they should be fine. Um, and we see
That
a
looked like a
snow
snow clip.
that looked a pretty good clip.
That looked perfect.
And yeah, they do also clip out. That's the second snow clip
Yep.
I've seen today.
Dive was a little close, but got there.
And also, fun fact, the only snow clips I've seen this
You're
entire
taking
tournament.
damage on
Yeah,
the
taking
combo.
damage from the spinies there. Not really intended, I hope. I
Or
don't really
Lucine
see
also
why you
take
would do
damage.
that. Oh yeah, Lucine did take damage from the spiny. Accidentally rolled against it. Oh, and Drew took... Okay, that's funny. I didn't even realize Drew
I think they're
took
taking
damage
damage
from
at the
the...
same time then, because I just didn't see that.
That's very funny. Um, but yeah, while Lucine is gonna have some fun in the snow, um, Drew is going to go on vacation on a nice little beach as a fish, which is something we all dream of. Honestly, I really would love to be a fish on a beach, but that
Yep,
ain't happening, unfortunately.
that would be
Um,
excellent.
and he is almost done with the kingdom, and
Pretty
Lucine
fish clip.
in the second half of the Snow Kingdom, looking for a nice um
Not gonna be clicking back in there, so good fish clip.
checks out that Lucine Canadian is having fun in the snow. That's that's
That
hilarious.
makes sense. Oh, uncapped the Goombas too early. Missed the button.
Right. However, even though Drew did um even though Drew did go to Seaside first, he is unfortunately gonna have to um still go through the whole Snow Kingdom, which is going to be a little bit annoying for him, I believe.
Yep.
Um, but yeah, so while it looks like Drew is ahead, he is indeed not. He is still gonna have to go through all of the motions that Lucine just did. Um,
But there were
which
definitely
some
a
may
lot of
like.
places where you could save time over losing.
That is indeed true. Lucine didn't have the almost buying a heart. I think they were
Oh,
really hurt by that spiny.
it would just waste time, I guess. You wouldn't run out of coins.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, the Drew would have a lot of places to catch up here in snow.
Oh, bonked on
Never
an
mind
ice.
bonked on an icicle. Just as I said, catching up. Um, but Lucine now going for the snow jam
Yep.
here. That looks
That
pretty good.
looks.
And
Oh
getting a
no.
bonk on the end there.
Maybe if you aim to the right, but I think it might have still barely bonked.
Yeah, I think so too. Having to rebound there. Yeah, that's unfortunate, of course. Snowdram is really the place where you don't want to fail. And messing up the lineup quite a little bit.
Second attempt.
So for the second attempt, I think they could delay that capture more.
That
But the
works. That
second
works.
attempt works out for them, and they make it. And is now able to leave Snow Kingdom. Nice all kinds of bonds there at the end. And Drew now in Snow Kingdom, let's see what strats and options he goes for. And he does
And
not
the
opt
last
for
two seaside.
Snowdram.
And well, it could be ICC. No, I guess that.
I don't believe ICC is gonna happen. I would be very excited to see ICC in today, but I don't believe it will
I
happen.
don't think Drew will go for ICC. He didn't even attempt nut clip. I'm just gonna put that out there. I don't think he's doing ICC.
Yeah, that's he might just be going for safe strats here, not wanting to risk losing even more time than he already has
Yeah.
over the course
Saved
of
so
the...
much on that umbrella part there, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And Lucine now heading into Seaside, now being able to be on the beach for a little bit, having a nice relaxing time with the fishes, not in the mafia way, but in the vacation way.
Yep. Good climb at the start for the scene. Drew has some good momentum there.
Yeah, Drew having a pretty good poison room here, saving even more time on Lucine's poison room.
We should see how
You could
close
very
it
well...
is. Kingdoms.
Yeah, we could very well see a very simultaneous globe here from the two.
Oh, Lucine bonking.
Seeing bonking on the way up the jet stream. Not something you quite want to see.
I feel like it's another canon event in this game. Bonking on that back wall. It's like that happens to everyone.
Yeah, that is true. That does happen to many for some reason. Um, I mean, it has happened to me too, so... And...
You're saving more in the Goomba room as well. Not doing the same thing.
And yeah, of course, Drew did not... since Drew is not going for Snowdram here, he might be saving some time over Lucine, but not because they did not get it on the first attempt. I might be wrong.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
assume
really know the
Snowdram
timing.
is slower in that case. Did you have to warp up once?
I don't know. I'm not quite sure. I've never done Snowdram or timed before, so I
Also, I had to
couldn't
like
say.
redo the setup, so I wouldn't be shocked if it's just a bit slower.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, they may just be a bit slower because of that. But they are looking for a kingdom finish very soon. Out of Seaside here. Just having to collect the final 2 moons. But Drew also, of course, on the tail.
I think
And actually,
Drew's
I
gonna be
think...
ahead now.
Yeah, Drew's actually pulling ahead out of snow here.
Yeah.
Oh, well, out of the...
So
Not...
Lucy must have lost a lot in snow.
Yeah, out of Snow Seaside.
I
Lucine
guess
is
also with that
getting...
seaside bonk.
Yeah, true. So we are looking at a lead for Drew here, actually.
Yeah, seaside first is actually just faster. That's
Yeah,
interesting.
apparently, I mean, BGT does it, so it must be.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I always will remember that BTT because I was in a restaurant with a lot of SMO runners watching it, in Utrecht, Netherlands. Shoutouts to Danster,
Yeah.
and to like 5 other people who were there.
I just forgot because I haven't watched the video in a while. I know
And
now. They do it because like a single coin, right? They just needed a one
yeah,
coin.
they do it for coins because they take an intentional death in luncheon, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Speaking of
right.
luncheon,
Are there like unavoidable coins in snow or something?
damn, that's so cool. I wish I was there. Dancer, you were like sitting next to me, weren't you? Either you or Tyler Tech was sitting next to me.
Yeah. We both hit solid triple. Oh, what happened to? Oh my God, Lucine backing that up. Good.
And I
He might have
believe
fell off
Drew
the
did
edge.
not. I believe Drew did not go for Soul Triple. I think he went for the ledge.
I'm not quite sure what happened to Lucine there.
Remember that precisely. That's the issue with me. I remember dumb and kind of unimportant details very well, but I don't remember important stuff. But yeah, both runners. Oh,
Oh
you see,
no!
taking a bonk to Spewart
Still
here,
live
having to
there, but
rebound.
that's not great. Oh my
That
god! Oh my
taking
god, let's
another
not die.
bonk.
Okay.
Let's not die into Spewart here. This is the second time I've seen that happen today. Hopefully they grab they remember to grab the hearts. Yes, they do.
I think they might have hit that peanut. Oh no, okay. Getting a heart.
Yeah, getting the heart here, which is reasonable. For those who don't know, which restaurant that was the restaurant in the hotel, which was overpriced and wasn't that good. And we waited like 5 years um for cheese sticks.
The Drew's basically that whole cutscene ahead.
Yeah, Drew is the whole cutscene ahead. That's one of the rare occasions where you see dances. Yeah, that was just the steak. I was about to say like the steak was so small. It was so like
The other I saw it was it
yeah
sucked.
yeah, it wasn't that good.
Oh,
Drew
Drew
having
is just
some issues with the movement
having a
here.
lot of trouble there.
What should Lucine
I
and you
just
order
opted
after
to go
this
the
race?
route there.
Do you like sushi, Cass? Because if you like sushi, order sushi. Um,
If you don't like sushi, do
Lucine
it.
missing the
Oh no,
Lucine
taking a
missing the
death.
bounce here and taking a death.
That has happened to me recently, and I PB that
Yeah.
run.
Well, oh my God! And
Oh
wait, they
no!
vaulted there. I think they
Okay,
vaulted there on
living now.
accident. Yeah, but yeah, rebounding on
No
the second
vaulting?
attempt.
Really?
Yeah, they vaulted. I think on accident. It looked like a vault.
There's quite a lead
um,
now. Ooh, missing the turnip in the pot though.
yeah.
But not too bad.
Yeah, this will give Drew quite a bit of a lead right now. Lucine is gonna have to try to back that up and work it out for now. Barring, of course, anything crucial happens for Drew. Um,
Yeah, I think Dance's got that right. Oh no.
oh, not making the cycle
Uh,
correctly.
still will get the put though. Just losing a bit there.
Yeah, losing a bit of time. But going into Folks, the fastest sub area in the run, fight me. Um,
I don't know. I think the sinking lava one after Spewer is a little faster.
well, because you don't do the whole sub area. But I mean, like, full sub
Yeah, but
area.
it's a sub area in the run.
Technicalities. Okay, you know what? Fine. I concur. Um, Alright, anyway, both runners in Fox right now.
Yep.
Drew leaving. A pretty good Fox from Drew. No issues at all. But dude, Lucina
I
having a
think Lucine's is
very
a bit
clean
faster.
Fox. No issues at all. Is Fox faster
Yep.
than people? I believe so. I don't know if it's right, but I believe
Probably
so, like, in my
close.
mind.
I'm not sure which one would be faster.
I would have to time good Fox and good people room. I think it's very close with reverse people, for sure. Anyhow.
Reverse people might make it faster.
Yeah. Now we get to see the cheese from Drew. That looked very
Slow cheese, but a good cheese.
yeah, that was a bit slow, but of course that was very good and
It's
very
better than the
methodical.
shaking everywhere.
And Danster says not as good as last time. Difficult audience, 6.5 out of 10.
Lucine might have been a little bit slower even.
Yeah, Lucine pretty much doing exactly the same thing, but being a little bit slower. 5.5, yeah,
Taking
and
damage as well, so having
unfortunately,
to
yeah,
refill.
rolling into the lava, losing 2 seconds on the health refill here. And Drew is making his way to the final moons of the kingdom, having to twitch to twitch the meat of in the kingdom. Um, excuse me. And Lucine is following suit. I don't know why they called it that. I'm just here repeating facts, okay?
Oh
Ooh,
no!
Drew
What
missing
happened to
the dive
Drew?
up. He'd missed the
Did he
dive, but
get frame
Lucine
perfect
missing
jump
the.
and then didn't
I
get the
have
cap
no
down?
idea. Oh, that might have happened, yeah. But Lucine is also did miss the way up the mountain. So both runners losing time on some frames here. So Drew
Yeah,
still
Lucine catching up
keeps
quite
his
a bit
lead.
there, but still behind.
Yeah, but that it still is completely anyone's game. There's no clear winner right now because we have got the last few kingdoms up, and as we all know, Bowser's kingdom has taken lives before in this tournament. So we're looking at a very close race out of a luncheon here between the two runners. Wow. Yeah, both runners having a bit of a suboptimal luncheon, a lot of mistakes happening, a lot of mishaps. Ruin has also taken lives. I would like to shout out
Yeah,
Nub.
Ruin shouldn't take lives, but it
Yeah,
has.
again would like to shout out Nub here. Um,
Yep. Someone else did. I forget who.
Something new coming from Lucine soon is what they spoil in chat. And Dax, I have no idea what Dax did in life.
We're about to say a new BTT strat from Lucine in Ruined.
That he figured out how to skip a phase. Um,
Yeah.
and we see a 7 seconds
Was
difference
it
in favor
Dax?
of Drew right now.
Did Dax die in both the Bowser fight in Moon and Ruined?
I
At
only
least in
remember Bowser fight in Moon,
okay.
and people in
Might
chat
as well.
are confirming that suspicion. But yeah, 7 seconds difference between the two runners.
I know there
Into
was a second death
Ruined
in Ruined.
Kingdom.
I don't know.
Maybe maybe the new thing that Lucine is showing us is a death in Ruined. Who knows?
Possibly. Maybe 2 deaths in Ruined. That'd be new.
maybe maybe that's like it's like a strat, like that's fast for some reason. Like we
Maybe there's a
figured,
second
like,
toad in there. The double toad for you.
oh my god, you're so right. Yeah, yeah, SMH Dancer. Anyway, both runners in the Ruined Kingdom right now, freeing up some hearts, freeing up some toads, and running around. And you know what we're gonna run towards as well right now, because we have nothing else to talk about other than, of course, talking about the shoutouts. So we do have
Ah,
to
yes.
shout out our lovely, lovely runners, LucineSR and Ocarinist to Drew, who are providing us with this wonderful, wonderful race. Very exciting. Um, of course, we cannot forget about our wonderful comms. I'm joined here again by Snitch, SMO, um, and I've been Monica. That's yeah, um, providing you with the very interesting and engaging commentary. I hope so. Um, for this race, and of course our Restreamer Salmon Bird, who's actually allowing us to watch this race live on Twitch as it is happening right at this moment. And let's see if I can spell this right. Statistician. And our statistician, Danster2106, providing us with the stat. Our organizer himself. Yeah, huge shoutouts there. We actually managed to shout out all of. No, actually, no, that's not true. I'm not speaking facts at all. But two of the organizers included in the shoutouts, Salmonbird and Danster. So yeah, huge shoutouts here. And
And they're
that
finishing
is
up
going to
Ruined
be
now.
it for shoutouts. And just like it's going to be it for the Ruined Kingdom for both runners. Yeah, follow, join the Discord and check out the YouTube. Thank you, Salman. I always forget that these two are things that exist. Okay, I'm out of breath now.
Yeah, both of them finishing up Ruined here. I believe that just was fine. I don't think Drew free Toad, but like, he's been in the interview before and he doesn't know where it is exactly, so I can't fault him that much. He hasn't practiced
Oh
his
my,
Toad positioning.
kind of. I feel like that's something that, like, at 103, you should like get around to practice. You know, do some ruined ILs, learn the position, and like
Yeah.
practice getting it. I feel like that's worth your
Honestly, I
time.
told him to practice it, and I don't know if he said he would or not, so I'm not gonna like get on him about it. But you know,
Yeah. Right. Anyhow, both runners now heading out of the Ruined Kingdom into Bowser's, and you know Bowser's something where a lot of runs can be very cool. Baller
Or
reference.
Buster. Either one.
True. Didn't
Buster's been doing it.
didn't Venus Speedruns
Or
also
was
do
doing it.
them?
I'm not
Anyway,
sure. I just know Buster got a lot of consoles. Like, a couple
Drew
months ago.
heading here for the Bird Ram,
Oh, yep.
as any seasoned runner would.
I'm worried about that hitting the
And
spiny.
yeah, that looks a bit scuffed.
Oh,
And Lucine not heading for Bertram here, just heading for probably
bonking there.
crates. And I am very much going to assume that this is the new thing that Lucine is going to introduce in their races, um, being the being the crate moon, because they normally do Bertram. So the new thing is probably
Oh,
going to be
okay.
crates.
I see.
And then
Not
they
something
pull ahead.
new, just something new for them. I see.
I mean, yeah, we knew it. I mean, the Cratesman has been done before countless of times, but it is new for Lucine. And Lucine pulls ahead out of the ogre here. Yes, but Drew did do Bertram. Well, Lucine only
Yeah, okay, so
really pulls ahead
he's
because
still ahead.
they didn't do Bertram actually. Now I'm realizing I'm wrong. But the point still. But if Lucine gets a good crates, they could still save time over Drew.
Lucine will be visually ahead for
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Yeah, accounting for crates is probably like tight. Just good is actually pretty much right. Um, right, shots for both runners here. Lucine opting for for an old shots. It's 8 seconds. What? I'm baffled.
Drew should definitely still be ahead by a couple seconds.
Yeah, both runners in shots now. Pretty clean shots from both. Not
Ooh,
really
barely
any
catching
issues
that bomb.
at all.
They're getting it.
And Lucine kills the poor Pokio. I think they just have a personal vendetta against it.
Yeah.
And
Oh, and the Pokio. Oh my
And the
god.
Pokio gets Drew. I think, oh my god, I think Lucine killed the one Pokio, threatening the other Pokio to make sure that
Yeah.
that other Pokio hits Drew in his run. That's the only logical explanation
That
I can
Pokio
have.
wanted revenge
Yeah,
and getting it through a
yeah.
different runner.
No bother there. Very cleanly getting that move, not even setting up for it, just heading, like, bolting straight for the triple jump. Really
No
cool.
Bowser Jam from
Drew,
Drew either.
yeah, Drew going for a very normal setup here, going just to ground pound and getting up to the moon, but no bother jams. And we are heading into the bunny sides, where we see Harriet first by Lucine.
Go.
Doesn't Lucine normally do Topper first?
Maybe this is also the new thing. I
Zabomba
don't want Drew to win anymore, except for my point.
and Lucine heads for Zabomba here, meaning
Oh,
but they hit the wrong
Oh
bomb.
no! Oh, that's unfortunate.
That is very unfortunate, and they don't go for the phase 2 setup.
Oh, and Drew missing the hats. So much is going wrong. Gets it fast though.
Oh god, both runners having a bit of a tough. Oh, but Lucine getting the
Oh my
the
god,
mid phase.
Lucine is having a nightmare in the Harried Arena.
Lucine having an issue with the mid phase, and has to pull through now. Wow, this is insane right now. Wait, am I wrong?
I think Drew's definitely getting some more time on that.
Yeah, for sure. Drew's definitely gonna be able to pull ahead out of this now.
Even though he like let the hats go everywhere, it was a fast recovery, so should definitely be saving time here.
Yeah. Let's see how Lucine fares in the top of fight though, because the top of fight can still make Lucine be ahead, visually at least. So, oh wow, that looked very scuffed for Lucine there, but they defeat Topper and defeat the bunnies before Drew could.
I do believe
that
Drew
was
is getting there, given the shard mistakes.
yeah. Wow, that was a stressful bunnies. We are looking at a very close race.
Yep.
But now coming up is the biggest.
Looking at 56. I guess there's a difference anyway, so I don't need to look at the times.
Yeah, I'm gonna not check the difference before we finish mech because it doesn't really matter because of grades.
Yeah.
Now mech,
The
I feel
Pokio
like
poking the wall. That's a good reference, I guess.
Ooh. Now mech is kind of, in my opinion at least, Lucine doing the right movement to crates, but having some issues getting into the room itself. So
It may not be
Drew is gonna
faster. I also
pull.
need to see what they do here.
Yeah, going for the blind jump here, that works out. But Drew is going to be ahead by quite a bit. I'm gonna be looking at the on capture moment.
I believe Drew's like 6 or oh god, 6 ahead.
57, 17, I think. And 57-24. So we're looking at 7 seconds of difference between the two runners right now. Out of into Mech, and yeah, Mech is a big skill check for the runners. They're gonna have to pull through with birdless and with getting on the bubbles, not falling off. And one big mistake can change the tides of this run forever, of this race.
Drew's first 2 bubbles are good.
Yeah, both runners getting up the Mech pretty well. Good 2 bubbles, first 2 from both runners. And we are now looking at the standing on top phase. Oh yeah, Drew's setting up for TA here. This could potentially be detrimental or good for him. And he gets it!
Nice.
Lucine not opting for it, going for Harry at last. And
Gonna
Drew
build his lead even
finishes
more.
off. Yeah, Drew finishes off the Mac fight a tiny bit faster and earlier than LucineSR. This is an incredibly close Mac race out of Mac.
It's also a close back.
So ruined. Oh my god. So Moon Kingdom will actually have to gonna decide everything else, which is gonna be very interesting.
Yeah. So Drew's got some wiggle room, but a few mistakes could bring him back for Lucine.
Yes, indeed.
Even just cleaner movement could bring it very close.
Both runners having a pretty good run. Well, okay, I don't want to be mean, but they are both like 152 and 111 behind PB. So
It's not horrible for a race though.
yeah, but for a race that is not a bad time at all. And we are now gonna see an exit from the mech in just a second. Interestingly enough, Lucine's PPT is 109.38 and Drew's PPT is 105.03. And I feel like Lucine's
109?
PPT is I feel like Lucine's PPT is just not correct here. I don't believe they take 10 minutes and their moon gold is 10
We're gonna
minutes
have
long.
to hope here for not a 10-minute moon from either runner.
Yeah. Yes.
It's not something you want to see.
And we are looking at a solid 9 seconds difference in favor of Drew. So realistically, just some bad movement and some bad things. Okay, 105.16 BPT for Lucine now. I have no idea why it showed 109 there, but it fixed itself,
Maybe
I
that was a
suppose.
4-minute mech gold.
Oh yeah, that might have been just a 4-minute mech gold. Would be quite funny, I will say that.
Vector from Drew might have to cat bounce here.
To cap bounce here. Lucine, however, having a bit of a rough start, not getting any
That's not
speed
great
at the
momentum.
beginning of the kingdom.
Might even
Yeah,
be worse for Lucine.
and Drew taking some damage on the bridge from the what's it called? There was a name for that. What's it called?
Snakes.
Something with snakes. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Golding Mech. Again, like a 4-minute gold. So I believe they just what probably happened in their splits, they reset the gold.
Oh, yeah.
Mech because of the crate to
Maybe
adjust
they
for
died
crate.
like 80 times on their first crates run.
Oh yeah, okay. They deleted golds. That does make a ton of sense.
Both having
Yeah.
good mooncave skips.
They're both having great mooncave skips. I'm gonna tell you the difference between the two runners based on the cutscene skip right here. So we have a 101.25 cutscene skip from Drew, and for Lucine we will look at a 101.36. So we are looking at 11 seconds of difference.
Ooh, pausing as well, so losing an extra
Pausing the
like,
cutscene a
second.
little bit early, and this is still anyone's race. There's so much that can happen.
This could
right
definitely
now.
come down to just pillars, even. Like
Yeah, this could very much come down to pillars.
Not great pillars. That could like change
Al,
it.
we could see a photo finish here. We may have to retime in the end to
Yeah.
determine the winner. Who knows? But yeah, both runners in the buzzer fight. Getting the second fast set here on Drew's end, and Lucine now heading for the second phase fast set as well. And they get it, no issues at
Nice.
all, making it look easy. And onto the third phase for both runners.
See how that goes.
Drew's on 1 HP right now. This is a little bit scary. But
Gets the
he
fast
does make
hat.
the third fast hat. This is an interesting camera angle, and that is going to be it for Bowser. Bowser is dead. We can all go home now.
Just wanted to
And
make
Lucine
sure he
also getting
wouldn't
the fourth
die.
fast hat. 102.55 cutscene skip for Drew here.
I imagine they have roughly stayed same pace here. Both look fine
Yeah,
there.
this is a 103.06, so 11 seconds of difference still out of the Bowser fight. So it's gonna come down to the escape sequence here. If a runner can pull through with their tricks, or with their movement, and if nothing happens, this could end right here. Well, this will end right here, but you know what I mean. Overall, a insanely close race between the two runners the
Lucine
whole
either
time.
needs a mistake or 2 VSS. That's what Lucine needs. And I don't think Lucine's doing 2 VSS. Maybe I'm wrong.
That would
I don't know
that would
Lucine,
be
so.
that would be quite interesting to see a 2DSS now. But yeah, Drew going for the 2D skip here. Not dying, getting it
No
without
2
any
VSS.
issue.
Expected.
Yeah, no 2DSS at all. Nice 2D
Fantastic
movement from
2D.
Drew here. And he is looking to the pillars. Lucine also getting a good 2D skip here. And fine 2D movement.
Yeah. So Lucine has to hope
Ooh,
for. Oh,
missing the block,
losing a bit
missing
more
the
time there.
fireball on the block, losing time. And Drew
Lucine has
is
to
in the
hope for
pillar
a
soon.
not good pillars from Drew.
On Invis wall.
And
It
have a
could be an
good
Invis
pillars.
wall.
Yeah, I don't know if that make up the whole difference by itself though.
If Invis
Maybe?
wall death, yes.
Death, yeah.
Yeah, of course, Invis wall doesn't do much, but I've seen people thrown off by Invis wall so much that they just die. So,
Yeah.
but if, of course, understanding that nothing goes wrong here for both runners, that is going to be it for the run, and Drew will take the win and moves on to the semifinals. Now, I don't want to speak before the Fat Wires talks, but
No
it does.
Invisual.
Yeah, it does look like this is going to be a win for Ocarinist to Drew, meaning he will move on
Yep.
to the semifinals next week.
Unless his game crashes right now.
And I do believe we already know who he is facing. Yes, he is going to be indeed facing Jimmy SR, who won.
14 from Drew.
Yeah, he's going to be facing Jimmy SR, who has played today already. So, yeah, GG's to both runners. They had some there was an intense race, very fun to commentate. Let's see if we can get them in for an interview.
That was a 14-second difference-ish?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Very close
welcome
race.
in, Ocarinist Drew.
Hello.
Hello,
GG's
Drew.
on your win, and I believe we
Congratulations.
will also get Lucine in here for an interview.
That was a very close race.
Yeah.
Alright, there we go. Welcome in, Lucine.
GG's.
GG's to both of you. This was a very great run. It was very fun to watch and commentate. Lucine, how were you feeling? How are you feeling about your run?
Oh. If I played decent, I would have won. That's crazy. I messed up everywhere.
I feel that.
I will say you were pretty tied up throughout the majority of the run. So yeah, I think it's
watching the stream.
I came into this really thinking I was gonna lose. I know Lucine put me in the dumpster last time, so I've been grinding since then.
You got your vengeance.
I still thought this was it for me.
If I played terribly in the second half. I think I got. What did I get? Latest run, wherever you are. 3219 day metro. Yeah, I got a 30. I got a 33:08 second half.
Yeah, it
Okay,
seemed
good
like the
see.
theme of this run was whenever there was opportunity for one of us to save time, we just fumbled it.
Mhm.
It happened in
Yeah,
Lake.
that did happen a lot.
It
Yeah.
happened in Lake. I saw you mess up the jump out of the water, and I was like, "Oh, thanks for the free time save, lol." And then I bonked and did the same thing.
Yeah.
um, so and then I had a terrible luncheon, and you had like a luncheon that was just as bad. So,
Yeah,
it,
I don't know what happened there.
yeah, it
Yeah, was the
happens.
decision
So,
making behind Seaside first just to make us confused?
sorry. Say again.
Was the thought process for Seaside first just to make us confused?
Okay, so there's 3 reasons I do that.
Okay.
The first thing, yes, there's a little bit of confusion to it.
Yeah.
If your opponent's watching your stream, they spend at least a couple seconds going, "Wait, what?"
That's actually smart. I'm doing that. I'm doing that.
and like
Smart.
and like never underestimate the power of taking their focus away for 3 seconds. You know.
That actually is true. Yeah.
2, it gives the commentators time to watch both snows because obviously, like nobody's watching in Seaside, right? You're watching the
True.
snow person. So, but the most important thing, it lets you see what your opponent's doing in snow before you go
Oh.
there. So, like, I saw Lucine went for
That person's
Snowdram and
better.
failed it, and I was like, okay, so I don't have to do Snowdram. Not that I was really going to do it anyway, but if I was
Yeah.
going to go for Snowdram, now I know I don't have to. You know.
Mhm.
So
I actually really like the Seaside first play then. That's good.
yeah. That's some like lockout bingo stuff right there. It's
Yeah. That might
um,
actually be the play.
yeah. I mean, it depends on the timing. Like if they're way ahead of you or way behind you, it might not work. But if you're close and you just
Mhm.
let them go to snow first, then now you have information, and they don't get to see what you do. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah,
that
wow.
was the thought process.
You see,
Yeah, that was a good thought process.
That's not a that's not a terrible a decision. Of course, the stat team isn't really happy with that, as we can
Sorry.
see from Danster's and Troy's reaction in chat.
Well, I'm here to win. I'm not here to make the numbers look good.
Well,
Well, the thing is that they do Snow Seaside in that order, so now they have to re-watch the VOD and then re-input times for match stats.
Sorry.
It's worth it. Don't worry, it's worth it.
That's just gonna put more work on Danster. So
Yep.
I hope you're happy.
You know what? I am.
That's all that counts. I think.
All I know is I was behind going into Snow Seaside, and I was ahead coming out, so it worked out for me.
Yeah, so it's just better. If BGT
Yeah.
does it, it's faster.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the spirit.
But yeah, that's kind of all I got. Unless anyone has any questions or anything.
Pretty much no. The only question was really just the Seaside first decision making. That was really bothering me. Otherwise, yeah.
You could do the same with Lake Wooded, but it's harder because you have to make sure you have 100 coins, and like I usually am not paying attention to my coin count, so.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
you could do it for Lake Clip, but it might be more worth just to not. Because what?
Oh wait, no, I guess it wouldn't work because you'd be going to Wooded first, and you'd be giving them information. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, you'd be giving information away, so it
Yeah.
probably is not better for that one.
So yeah, never mind. But yeah, it's like go for the harder one second, and then you get to see what your opponent does. You know.
I really like that. I didn't expect to like your reasoning.
Well, I'm glad. But yeah, GG's again. I like I
GGs.
said, I'm surprised I won this. I really came into this thinking, all right, this is my last match. I'm going out with a bang. So
Yep.
Yeah, I
Well,
had a,
fair enough.
you had a terrible Wooded, terrible Saiyan, terrible Luncheon. The whole second half was bad.
yeah. In our first match, did you do Nut Clip?
Yeah.
Okay,
I've-
so yeah, that
I've-
was huge for me then that you didn't get it in this one.
That
I've
was
done
the
no
difference.
clip for forever.
Yeah, I still don't know it.
Yeah, I was around that level like a few weeks ago and just didn't do no clip yet.
Yeah, it's just hard to practice without the practice mod. Like one of these days, when I eventually get a Switch 2, I'll mod my Switch 1 and I'll practice that.
Oh yeah, that's the spirit.
That would help.
Well, all right then. If that is all the thoughts you have, I can only say GG's to you too. Of course, thank you for playing this year, Scene. It was great to have you. And we do hope to see you next year. And of course, good luck to you, Drew, for the semifinals for the next week.
Yeah, against Jimmy
Um,
SR.
Yeah, you will be facing Jimmy SR.
Well, we shall
So-
see what happens. I'm already farther than I thought I'd get, so
Yep.
That is
Had a good
yeah.
run. Let's see if we can keep it going.
exactly.
I would love to see you in the finals. I will be honest. But yeah, if that's all the thoughts that we have, I would say, yeah, thank you for the race, and we can move on to the next one that is happening in about 15 seconds.
Alrighty. Good luck to the next runners. Thank you guys for the comms and the restreams.
15 minutes, not 15
Minutes.
seconds.
Where did I get seconds from?
15
tired.
seconds from
Okay.
now.
I was literally about to just like peace out of here.
I've been talking too much about second
We have
differences.
5 seconds
today.
left.
I've been talking too much about second differences today.
Speedrunners
Today.
only think in seconds.
Exactly.
Seconds and frames. All right, 15 frames. Let's go. Bye.
Div A Group 01, Cherry Bar against Sean Hartman. So this should be interesting, and I'm still going to be on comms for that. So yeah, stay tuned for the next race. And I think we will be having a switch of restreamers. So stay excited and stay tuned.
Yep. Goodbye.